Hello subscribers, this is yours truly JBlue68. Today is December the 27th and we are nearing the end of not only the month but the end of this horrific year. And I really hate to say that, but it is true. Well, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for sticking in here with me, for supporting me and everything, all your comments and everything that you've graced me with on my YouTube channel for this year. And this is going to be my last and final comic book haul for the year of 2020, as it says in the description below. Before I get into this video, I want to say thank you to my subscribers again. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, for liking, sharing, and commenting. Please continue to do so. We will see what happens in the upcoming new year. And also tap the notification bell so you can get more videos like this as I post them immediately. Well, this again is my last comic book haul, and these are not all of the books that I was supposed to have, but this is what I got. And first off, we're going to start off with this very, very interesting, very devious looking comic book cover from Spawn 313 from Todd Mcfarlane with Image Comics. Looks like Santa has been under quarantine for too long. Alright, let me take a sip of water here. Alright, there we go. I'm sorry, excuse me. So yeah, very, very cool cover there. I've enjoyed all the Spawn covers from this year, from Mr. McFarlane. Next we have Transformers War World from IDW Comics. This is a very, very expensive comic book too, by the way, $7.99. I hadn't realized I paid that much for it. Wow. Very much worth it though, and I definitely am getting back into the Transformers lore. Alright. Next up we have Seven Secrets, another story that I've enjoyed from Boom Studios, and Boom has been definitely booming for 2020. This has been their year, I think, along with probably IDW and Dark Horse Comics. Very interesting story. I think the last book I read was issue number 2, and I haven't been able to continue. And I have to apologize to you guys for me waiting so long to post a video. A lot has been going on, a lot of things I've had to take care of in my personal life. I should have actually started off the video saying that. But yeah, that's why I haven't posted any videos. I'll probably have 2 more videos I'll post before the end of the year. But anyway, getting back into this video, so we have Seven Secrets, issue number 5 by Tom Taylor and Walter Biamonte and Daniel Di Nicuolo. Good story here. And this I read the other day, the final issue of Dan O'Bannon's 20th Century Fox uncovered the original screenplay of Alien, which pretty much ends similar to the original Alien, just a little twist to it, just a little bit more different. But I've enjoyed this series. This is the final book in the series. Then we have The Boys, Dear Becky, number 7 from Dynamite Comics. All right, very cool there, cool cover. And then we get into our Marvel Comics. Here's issue number 2 of The King in Black series, which started about 2 weeks ago with Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman. I've heard mixed reviews about the follow-up story. I haven't read it yet, but I plan on reading it sometime today. But I'm still glad to have it in my collection. Exciting series, new series from Marvel. Oh, here's another indie book, The Red Mother. I read this by Jeremy Hahn and Denny Luckhart the other day. This is issue number 11. Oh my God. Definitely a good read. And The Red Mother has been a slow burn, but in this issue, no more slow burn. It's going fast paced ahead, and I think this is going to be the final issue of the final issue of this particular what do I want to say, story. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, it's early. So this particular story arc, I should say, and then it'll continue sometime next year, I believe. But yeah, definitely a good read here. I'm glad that I've been following this series, Boom Studios, and another series from Boom Studios, Something is Killing the Children, issue number 13. I was supposed to have these books my independent comic books first before I did anything Marvel related, but whatever, it's all good. And I'm going to actually be doing my top 10 comic books of the year, and this book is definitely going to be in that comic book haul. And then we get into our more Marvel comics, X-Men Marauders, number 16 by Duggan, Caselli, and Delgado. All right. More X-Men books here. This is Sword number 1. Sword number 1, a new X-Men series that's just started. Actually, no, Sword is not the X-Men, but there's some X-Men involved in the story. Then Excalibur number 16 by Tini Howard. And then we have our True Believers, Planet of the Symbiotes, Venom Super Special. And this, of course, is a $1 book. Ties into the King in Black. And we have Spider-Woman number 7 variant issue. That's a creepy cover there. Definitely like it, though. And I've been liking this story, too. And then another Spider story. This is Spider-Man, the final issue by J.J. and Henry Abrams, with artists Sari Pichelli and Dave Stewart working on this book. This is the final issue. I have yet to read it, but I've enjoyed this series. I think they did a pretty good job on it. And then The Rise of Ultraman number 4 story, a character from my childhood that I very much enjoy. This is issue number 4, and I think it's going to. I'm not sure if this is a mini-series. I think it's going to go up to 5 issues, but I'm loving the artwork here. And then Strange Academy, a series that I've definitely raved on since first reading it. Very good book here. This is issue number 6. This is with artist and writer Scotty Young, Humberto Ramos, and Edgar Delgado. Definitely a good series here. I have a feeling this might end up on Disney Plus at some point in the future. Love this cover here by Alex Ross. It embodies attitude and some, whatever's going on in this scene from The Immortal Hulk, by the way, by Al Ewing. In this cafe, it looks like some attitudes going on. The way the Hulk is looking, staring her down, and the Thing is staring the Hulk down. These two have always have been enemies. Frenemies, I should say. They've worked together, then they've always kicked each other's ass in other books. Excuse my language, but it's true. And then we get into our DC Comics. Not very many DC Comics, but definitely got to have DC Comics in our haul before the end of the year. This is DC's issue number 1, Batman Black and White. Very nice artwork in this book, too. If you haven't seen it, I very much encourage you to pick this up. Can never have enough Batman comic books, right? Right. And then our next DC books from Black Label. This is American Vampire number 1976. And this is book 3 by Scott Snyder and Raphael Albuquerque and Dave McCaig working on this story. Good story, by the way. I've read the first 2 books and very much encourage you to read it if you have not heard of the book. Definitely a good series to read. And then the last book in our haul, Hedra by Image Comics, by Jesse Lonergan. This is a silent comic. There are no words in it, no word bubbles or anything like that. It's very interesting. It basically deals with an apocalyptic type situation, and also Earth sending one of his last survivors into outer space, and makes first contact with another alien species. Is very interesting book to read. And this has been out actually for some time, but I'm just now getting it. A lot of my books come in late, unfortunately. But yeah, good book to read, cool book. I enjoy reading it. It's actually a very large book too. It's compared by size here. It's a magazine size book, so All right, so that's it. That's all. Again, this is my last comic book haul for the year. I hope that you enjoyed it, that you will stay tuned with me into the new year. Again, if we have a planet and if I continue doing this. Thank you so very much, everyone. I hope that you had a good holiday, that you'll continue to stay safe, secure, and healthy. Look out for each other and read a comic book. Read a comic book, definitely. And stay tuned to upcoming content. Again, I will have at least 2 or 3 more videos before the end of the year. I'll be doing a comic book haul of my favorite comic books for the year 2020. Thank you so very much, everyone. Peace, love, and hair grease.